Hello everybody, this is Spirelli and welcome back. If you can remember, we were just in the town where there was an attack from two sides and we decided to split up. We had some losses. So I'm just gonna split up again. I can't help it. I'm sorry. The viking shakes his head. How you've been training, he says. Our strongest soldiers can't be in two places at once. Might be smart to mix them in with less experienced fighters, his words of merit. So now I can decide, do I want to save the noble people, the common people, the market, like 2 out of the 3. Let's save the homes and the market. Save the families and supplies, you shout, and others join your charge. Okay, so they said it's best to not take on my strongest at once, but this looks pretty decent. I should replace Hogan because he's injured. And then the other fight I'll have. Actually, let's take 2 Val with me. Yes. Because in the other fight I'll have all the Val basically. So let's fight some Dredge. Okay. There we go. Should be fine. So, get rid of the armor. You fight to protect the people of Lunda. You summon Mr. Bear. There you go. Oh, there's the people. Yeah, I never really looked at the surroundings of the battlefield. And it's bear time. He can hit this one pretty badly. Nice. Oh, I have 10 extra power, but I can't use it. Because of their magic. I should be able to reach him. Nice. Oh, he's gonna go cry in the corner. I can go here and charge. And then run back a bit. Because I don't really want to stay right there. Okay, I think Igor is done for. Gotta take care of this dude before he summons anything. Leader. And this is the last we need to know. It's not. Why are all of them crybabies still alive? Got the shield. Nice. Diagonally. Yeah, 2 of you are standing diagonally. Nice, nice, nice. Not much of a threat. I don't think Ivor will make it. He's too low. Yeah, there we go. You should just attack him, because he's gonna summon something otherwise. Hey, you can be promoted, nice. So we'll attack him. Stand in the middle and hold watch. For anybody that moves, I hope this will be all four of them. 1. Just kept standing. There we go. 1 casualty. Pretty good, if I may say so. And now it seems like there's a second fight. Yes, nice. So I can't take any of the people that I had before. You are good at breaking shield, but actually I'm gonna first 3 Val. And then I'm gonna take, I think, 2 archers at Luden. Actually, I don't really want to level Hakan anymore because I feel like he's the viking and eventually he might leave the group and then we don't really have much, but she should be, on the other hand, very loyal to the group. Okay. I am a bit afraid of losing him, so I think this means it's maxed, and this is also maxed. Puncture or avoid armor attack. Let's do that. He's level 9. Oh, and then items. Armor for the rest. Mud bag. Dodge strength. Let's go. So this is for the market. Yes. Oh, nice. They had some casualties. People are just like casually standing there. So. Actually, on the other side. Okay. Then there's the forge ahead. Oh, that gives somebody else basically to go ahead. Like to come in earlier than what they usually would. Protect the supplies, without them people will starve. Yes. You won't do much harm. Stop the threats before looting supplies before they leave. Add a strength armor attack damage to target and adjacent enemies. That was a sunlight impact. We should move a bit closer. And then do fire onto that. Take that. I like that it does damage to all of them because, you know, whichever turn it is next, they cannot do as much damage anymore. I will impale you, shoot back, and you'll lose your life if you move. Take up some of his life. Okay, what can I do? I can go here and hit both of them. And it hits them further because they're next to each other. It's so nice. Take out this armor. You can do Sunring Impact. Yeah, he lost all his life by walking. Just take away all his armor. Will he retaliate? We got this. What you gonna do with your one hit? His armor's gone, so that's it for you. And I can promote her again, that's nice. Wanna have a second good archer. It's you. And now pillage. Can't get there. Done. See? It was very easy to split because we have so many characters. We have so many strong characters. And the two strongest, which are Gunolf and Alet, I can have one-on-one. What you did there, the old man says, but his voice cracks. Sally smiles. Everyone that matters is alive, and there's plenty to feed them. I can't thank you enough, but I bet the merchants will make a deal with you. Okay, let me see what I get. Ivan, how can find you? Both look as tired as you feel. I'm not sure how so many of us made it through that. I never expected to see Hosborn in my life, let alone fight them. And the threats seem desperate. Fighting like us, you mean, like they've got nothing left to lose. I wasn't worried. With the great Ingvar outside, how could we fail? Eivor looks at you and grumbles. Let's talk about what to do next. I'll tell you what we're doing next, having a drink. I can't disobey a direct order from my king. Suddenly you're following royal law? Convenient, isn't it? Juno walks up to the group unexpectedly. It looks as though you three have already decided to rest about it. Good. I could have sworn you were going to tell us to move on to Eberron immediately. The first lesson you learn at Svalka is never to be predictable. Really? No. You and Ivor laugh. Harkin growls. I guess it's a good thing Eberron doesn't know we're coming, since we'll be late. What is a way of traveling faster than any of us? Don't be surprised if the capital already knows you're coming. Lunda, or what's left of it, is defensible and will allow everyone some greatly needed rest. I won't argue with the Volca on that front. And I am in no hurry to enter the Old Wood. I've heard strange things about that place. I'm sure it will be fun. You watch the Valka as everyone moves on. She looks as confident than you've ever seen her before. So we can stay here, we have food, people are alive. I am happy with my choices. Oh, we're going back. Let's go back to more slaughtering, because... Oh, I forgot his name, the giant one. He has the two axes, him. All you can do is, you know, hit habam, habam, 1, 2. Your high mattress itches, but is more comfortable than sleeping on the cold, hard ground. So you stand in your private room, you hear something. Throwing an old cold bear cloak, you step outside and listen. In the distance, it's a distant sound of battle outside the gates, where your ravens are. You race to the gate, shouting for the guards to open them. They look pale. I swear to God, I'll make it worse for you if you don't open these damn gates, you yell. The guard follow your command, and you're almost overwhelmed by a surge of clansmen pushing you through. The wonder of your company finds you. Just some trash scouts, he says. Surprised doesn't it snow and we took some losses, but we cleared them out. Probably a lot more coming though. As he speaks, the snowfall listens. Timing! Storm must have been moving south now. Not that it changes much for you're living it up inside here. You grab a raven running by you. I want every one of our fighters ready to move. Now, set a post outside these gates for them to wait for me. Spider nuts and takes off immediately. Takes off to find everyone. Garriock's pulling that cart. We're leaving. Good idea. Going already? Silent appearance of the two men surprises you. You were outside the walls. What did you see? Dread scouts. I'll wager my axe says there's an army of them coming this way. The young man's eyes go wide as he stares at Claw and Fang. And if that's true, they'll level this place. The storm must have hidden their approach. Or kept them at bay. But why are they here? Why now? I don't care, we're heading for the mountains. But the ravens could take on all this stretch, especially with Valka's help. Like that time in River Rake when you helped Valka Fiorin. Keep him quiet before I do. Seth puts a hand on Nico's shoulder and pulls him back. This is not the time for recounting tales, Mender. Warham blazed across the town. The army of threats you suspect is real. Nichols, find Goodman. Have his guards try to calm the people, but bring him to meet us at the barn with the cart. The young Mender follows the others without questions. Not a bad quality. The cart's not your business. I disagree. A dead Valka gives a cart to hide in the deepest recess of a river and suddenly an army of threats appears. If you haven't already tried, I doubt you'd be able to open the card. If it's woven shut as I suspect, I'm the only one here who can open it. We told you, Juno's not dead. You're just traveling with her. Let me tell you something that compromises my position as Valka. The Juno who I knew, who the entire council knew, was put to death by us, the council. You killed one of your own? It's a very rare sentence reserved only for the worst offences. Altering people's minds, their thoughts, is one such offence. Walker gets quiet and looks at you. She tried something on me. Didn't really work. Because it wasn't Juno, it couldn't be, could it? Whoever it was got mercenaries to bring that cart here for you free. Subtle. Regardless, Juno was put to death and Ivan was imprisoned. In his grief he escaped and stole away with Juno's body, but for what purpose is anyone's guess. So no, you will not be paid by the council for a job issued by a Valka whose life within it. The irritation is rising when another horn sounds. 2 horns means a large force approaches. Collect what you need and hurry to the barn. It's time we discover why you're really here. She is alive! The last stretch falls and you pause, taking a heavy breath. The snow is finally abating, the storm is moving south. Let's get inside the gates, you see. Okay. Go for the market first. I was like, this is not a good deal. I thought we were promised a good deal, but no, we weren't. We were promised a good deal, and the other time we just saved. Sometimes get a bit confusing with like 2 people. Smell of hay and yockstone is heavy as you enter the stout wooden barn. Zephyr and Nichols are talking in hushed tones to the guard captain, Goodmundler, who glances at the cart nervously. Everyone knows why we are here, she says. We do not believe in coincidences, but I cannot begin to imagine what will draw an army of threats to Bindor besides the contents of this cart. She moves her spearness in interested motions, occasionally shaking her head and starting over. Finally, she looks at you to reopen it. Don't open it! Don't! I know what's inside. Why else would you need a gigantic card? Stabelloa. The sight of the Sandra Bellowa's body in the car silences everyone but you. Your howl as the memory of a dream tears through your mind and drops to your knee. A strange tower of white stone, lightning, fear, confusion, distrust. There is a wrongness about it all. Pulverk, hey! Volka's waits, draws you from the beam, and she's shaking you by the straps of your robe. Everyone is watching you. Another dream, she asks? Your eyes finally focus on hers. A white stone tower, lightning. What are you talking about? Zephyr asks, pulling away from the cart. Her tone is full of concern. I saw a tower, lightning. I don't know what I saw. The Valka pauses briefly before shrugging. This is unexpected, Zephyr says. The Valka looks unaccustomed to surprises. Good, Mundler, continue your task. Nichols, take some fighters and open the mine. Keep the path clear at all costs. As both men begin to leave, she points to the cart shots. Not a word of this. They're not on their way out. She turns to you and Valka. This cart, I'm not sure why they are attacking, but if the Trudge recapture Bellower, he's dead. Who cares if they take him? He cannot die. His immortality is more than rumor. Trudge lives have no natural end, but they can be killed, all except the immortal Sandra Bellower. They live forever? Zephyr nods but looks lost in thought. The Sundra looks dead to me. My guess is that error is somehow keeping him asleep. So if I pull it out? I do not see that being to anyone's advantage. I've used threats to my advantage for years. Go on. Zephyr looks at you and her face drops. She changes the topic. Storm to the south and Church army to the north leave us with one way out, the mines. Wait, our way out is to sit in a hole in the ground? The Vikaf pathway there will grant us escape, but with all of those people, it will be difficult. Well then leave the people. The families will only slow us down. Leave them. Zephyr's face hardens and the air around her thickens. That attitude may work in your company of mercenaries well, but not with me. Only if I know the way. Only I know the way, so we'll leave here with the families of Bindal or not at all. A growl begins in your chest, but Foiker breaks the tension. We go with you. What is required? We only have a couple of hours to move food and people to the mine. I'll be at the opening preparing the way. Outload cards near the gates or warn the families in the houses of our immediate departure. Without waiting for a response, Zephyr hurries away. Now we could always take Belarus card and make a break into the mountains. The two of you reveal Belarus card. Of course, a town in chaos is tempting, makes you wonder what we might find at Great Hall. I'm not playing nursemaid to those people. Let's go. The shield man follows you to Raven's Post without another word. Now if I were a rook on the other hand. When you arrive at the Raven's Post, you notice over half your fighters are missing. Where is everyone? For asks her. A few went with that young mender to the mines, he says. A good number outside the walls looking for a fight. A few more, well, they went looking around in town. Feign idiots, she screams. Wrong time for any of that. Your thoughts exactly. She looks at you. What do you want to do? We're gonna leave. I decided we're gonna leave. If we're gonna leave, I want to see what's happened if we're leaving. Stick to the plan. We're leaving, you girl. Get these fighters ready. I'll break back the Ravens outside the wall. Foiker knows you're going to fight and wants to join, but says nothing. This is the thing. These games, they have so much replayability. Killing dislikes never get old. Because there's different decisions, and I want to find out how to finish this mess and get back to the others. How it goes, you know? And I want to see what my choices do, but I also want to see, can I like rescue more people? There's a whole lot of things. That's perfect. I want to leave him at one. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. You are creepy. Do I have to remember where they disappeared? Yeah, so that's like, I've played a bit of this, but obviously I played different and I ended up in the mines. And I don't know whether this still means that I'll end up in the mines somehow. Because it could be that this... No, I can't remember where they left because they spawned somewhere else. Who's up next? Yeah, you do nothing then. So I know what that's like, and I had a lot of people with me, so I know what that route is like, but I don't really know what it's like to go, let's say, the less... Forgot about his 2 X's again. The less obvious one, the less... Oh, I wanna go and help save. Just try and not move at all. How many of them are there? He's a tough guy, like a tough enemy. Are they gonna disappear again on me? No, they'll just disappear. No? Okay. I will kill the both of them. There you go. Don't disappear me, don't you go disappear. Don't you go poof. Oh, they make a cute sound. Meow. Don't hit me back, that's mean. Not left, but there you go, 2 more. Critical. You hit it. And he kills it. Right. I don't want to hit anybody else by accident and make them injured. Yeah, I'm really excited to see whether we can dispart with them and go another way and what happens. And I really like this game. I have not played the 3rd game yet by myself, so also really interested to get to that point where it's a completely new game. Although this does feel like a completely new game if you try and not repeat what you were doing. Even if you know something's a good choice, or if you believe it's a good choice, because you never know what the other choices are. Get to our post, you shout. We're leaving. All of you trudge back into the bindle. Find Goodmore and his men with weapons drawn on a few bound and kneeling ravens. Falcar looks furious but says nothing. Find a few of your birds trying to help themselves to things that weren't theirs, the captain says. Kill 2 before they submit it. In different times I'd have killed them when he spoke. I feel like, you know, I'm running out of people. Kill them and I'll kill you. The guard presents away their weapon, but Gunnar stays calm. He stares calculated. A good thing we need fighters for whatever's coming. If they're pathetic thieves, he boots the man in front of him into the dirt for emphasis. They'll have to live with that. The other guards do the same. Zephyr's early for us all to move out, Goodman writes. We didn't load enough supplies, so save the city to make sure everyone is at the mine, but your help with the treasure outside bought us some time. Thank you. Grant is all you give him. The gods leave and Falcar turns to you. No use trying to split now. As if reinforcing her words, a loud slam against the gates announces the treacher up. Everyone to the mine, you shout. Okay, so I can't actually. So I could have made sure that we have more. There's a lot of people. Because it's all the clansmen from the city. I could have made sure that we have more food. See, that would have been a better option here, but I wanted to try and head out by myself. So, I'll actually stop it at this so that next time we can start our descent into the mines and see what that's like if you're, you know, grumpy and not really a fan of people. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.